with their nails done now.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Ross review. This week on the show, we're standing next to a 2005 BMW E46 M3. These things over the past few years have just become so desirable, and to get one like this on the channel today is just a real treat. Now, this thing was launched back in 2000 and was carried through up until 2006. From factory, this thing had a 3.2 liter straight six engine, made around 340 horsepower and around 270 pound-foot of torque, doing 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds. Though this one is far from stock. So let's bring the owner on and just see what's exactly been done here. How we going, Duncan?
Hey, Jono.
Hey, really appreciate you bringing the car down.
My pleasure, thanks.
Yeah. So the E46 M3.
Yep.
So please run us down what you've actually done here.
Okay, so starting the engine. So I've got a Venturi intake, just help it breathe a little bit better.
Beautiful.
Installed some underdrive pulleys just to release a little bit horsepower. We've got a Mishimoto oil cooler, Mishimoto fan, and a Mishimoto radiator just to help cooling on track.
Nice.
Yeah, we've got a Hotchkiss front sway bar, so that just gives it a little bit
Stiffens
more.
it up a bit, yeah.
Yeah, stiffens up a little bit front there. We've got KW Club Sport coilovers. And that's about it pretty much for the, and I've also done the rod bearings as well, yeah,
cool.
And ARP rod bolts.
Now, what's the wheel setup you got here? Because I absolutely love these wheels.
Yeah, these are Apex 9.5 inch all the way around, it's called a square setup, and they're running 275 35 18 Nitto NT01 tyres.
They're proper wheels,
Yeah,
eh?
it's got plenty of grip.
Definitely.
So, yeah, it goes pretty well around the track.
Now,
sure.
has this been tuned or anything?
It's been tuned by Evolve in the UK,
cool.
And it's making around 300 wheel horsepower.
Nice,
yeah.
nice, solid
Not
number
massive
there, yeah.
numbers, but it's more set up for handling. Yeah,
yeah.
It's also got OS Gicken LSD with 4.1 ring and pinion gears.
Really?
So it feels faster than its 300 wheel horsepower to me, anyway. Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And now the inside as well, you've stripped it out a bit.
Yeah, it's Club Sport spec. So I've stripped all the interior seats and just bolted in one race seat with a half cage in the rear.
Yep. Just
drops the weight a little bit. So it's about 1460 kilograms fully fueled. And we've also got in the rear to help the inherent subframe weakness. We've got the Mason brace that actually goes all the way into the subframe.
Yeah, wow.
And I've also had the subframe reinforced.
This is proper tracked out now, eh?
Yeah, it's really a good track car. It's very reliable.
This is going to be an exciting drive, I think.
Yeah, you're going to have fun in this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's fire up and get her out on the road.
Let's do it.
Sweet. All right, so driving this 2005 E46 M3, guys, and this thing is fully spec'd out. Wow. So I've never driven an E46 M3. This is the first time, and these cars have just got so much history. They're just so desirable, and I can see why. So now we're entering some of the windies here, and this is where this car is going to be right at home. This thing is just fully tracked out. The stance on this car is ridiculous. The owner has just really gone all out on this thing, and even just sitting in it now for about 5 minutes, I can already tell you guys this is a proper car. drop down. Woo! Wow, this thing just sounds insane as well. Got a couple of bikers coming. Let's see if we can hold them off. Oh yeah! Oh my god, that got the heart going right there. This thing is an amazing, amazing track car. Wow. I've taken some pretty crazy cars through this section, and that right there was probably some of the most intense driving I've ever had, and this thing handled it so well. I can honestly tell you guys, this car has got one of the most pure driving experiences I think I've ever had. Wow, this is just, it just lets you go to the limit, and you feel so confident at the limit in this car. With all the mods he's done, he's really done this car right, and the power to weight ratio, just the handling, the brakes are phenomenal. So confident, and with this tire setup he's got, you just feel so confident going around the corners. You just have ample grip. I really am lost for words here. Sorry again about the camera. It's not sticking very well because it is a bit of a harsh ride, but man, is it ever good for cornering in that. Oh, here are them bikers again. Yeah, these guys gave me a pretty good run there. I'm putting up a good fight with these guys. They're unreal. 5 questions time. Sound. Listen to it. This thing's amazing. This thing sounds so good. I absolutely love the sound of this thing, and when you're going flat out, it's heavenly. Handling. Well, I gotta tell you, this thing being so track ready, this is probably one of the best handling cars I've had on the channel. Would this thing make a good daily? Well, probably not, as this has one seat, but if you have a stock one of these things probably make a pretty damn nice daily for a fun 2-door sports car. Having the practicality of rear seats would be all right. This particular one, track focused car, so not very practical.
It was around this point where the dehydration really started to take its toll on me. But price here in Australia for really clean examples is probably going to set you back about 50 grand, which is a lot of money, but I kid you not, this is a lot of car. And now you can actually find examples here for around the $20,000 to $25,000 mark with higher Ks, but I think that is actually really good value because this thing really does have an amazing driving experience, and it really is a true driver's car.
Let's just go launch this, so let's just go foot down. $100. Yeah, well, I reckon this thing I reckon this thing's pulling probably close to 4.5 seconds now with all the modifications here. And yeah, this thing is quick. All right, everyone, I'm gonna finish the video off here today. Just pulled over, gonna let it cool off a bit. This thing is an absolute missile, a track weapon, and Duncan, you've done a hell of a job, mate. This thing would be so much fun on the track, and I can totally see where you're going with this build, and it's spot on. So thank you, mate, for bringing it down. I really appreciate it. Duncan's actually got a YouTube channel himself, guys, so if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link for it in the description, and it's called Evolution. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this quick review. If so, please hit that like button, consider subscribing if you're new here, and we'll see you on that next video.